Captain Canine. Hi, I want to speak for a minute about one of the most important features of rearing or raising your new puppy, puppy management. I'm going to speak briefly about the importance of puppy management, probably the most initial and most important overlooked item on somebody's itinerary on bringing home that new family member to the house. We lead busy lives. Children, sometimes there's parents, there's a household, there's jobs, there's schoolwork and homework and cooking and cleaning and laundry and the works, and here comes a new puppy into the house. And sometimes there's not enough preparation put into puppy management. How are we going to house this puppy? Puppy management boils down to how are we going to manage the puppy as we're rearing or raising the puppy and introducing them to new stuff and introducing them in the right way. If you look at what a puppy could do, I'll list a few things. A puppy will have to relieve himself, urinate and defecate. If you feed him, he's going to have to relieve himself. So chances are we're going to feed him and he's going to have to relieve himself. We're going to raise that puppy. Puppies play. They nip, they bite, they cry, they bark, they jump on you, they get excited. All these things mean you have a normal, happy, healthy puppy. Now, in the process of managing our new family member, we're going to have to get a handle on these things. When we're not prepared, the dog might urinate at the most inopportune time, and it might urinate on your carpet. You go to introduce the dog to the leash, and you say, well, I'm going to show this little puppy, don't pull me. And we give him a bad experience on that leash. That dog's going to see the leash, and pshing, he's going to run for the hills. The dog's going to nip, and the dog's perspective on shoes that are quickly walking past him is, whoa, look at those shoes. Look at those shoelaces. He's going to grab your shoes. He's going to grab your socks. They're fun. And how do we handle that? If we're not careful, within the first week, we're going to have a dog who urinates on the carpet, who learns that he can cry and bark to get your attention. And then you say, oh my God, he loves me, he wants my attention. You play with him and you love him. In a sense, we're kind of praising him for crying and barking. He's getting what he wants. If we get him on the leash, he might be pulling on the leash and we're going to think it's great and it's cute and we're going for a walk. And all of these things lead to establishing bad habits. After which case, very often I find when I get called saying, we're having problems with our puppy. It's 4 to 6 months down the road and we have a problematic dog who's gotten in the habit of some of these bad behaviors. And then for the next 6 months, we're kind of putting out behavioral fires on how to correct these behaviors. The whole premise of puppy management is to get started on the right foot. And in our puppy management program, we sort of look at the layout of the house. We create the perfect scenario as far as the layout. And we introduce the puppy to certain things like playtime. And what do we do during playtime so we can not only raise a phenomenal member of our household and of the community, we're using this playtime as building blocks of training. And early on, starting to establish the right hierarchy in the house. Of course, there's the whole issue when we talk about puppy management. What about housebreaking? What about crate training? All these things are covered in the puppy management program. In a nutshell, we want to handle a lot of these problems before it's a problem. If the puppy never gets in the habit of biting on my socks or biting on my shoes and we nip it in the bud in the very beginning, it's not an issue we have to deal with. Very often I'll come into the home of the young puppy and all these problems are there. I'll walk right in and see a household and see 43 toys distributed all over the living room and see, well, gosh, there's probably a problem going on here, and that's why we have Captain Canine come into the house to try and assist with some of these. So please take the time, take a look at our puppy management program. As in most things, preparation is everything. So if needed, let us lend a hand and set up the proper puppy management program in your home to start to establish the building blocks of play, which lead into the building blocks of training to help you guys create your own dream dog. Thanks, everybody. I look forward to working with you and your puppies. Bye-bye.